On October 3rd, a school bully in Stamford was arrested. The article says that the victim made comments about suicide, and that's basically why officials acted as quickly as they did. But why do you have to threat suicide to avoid a second issue? Why can't officials say, this kid's complaining that this other kid is doing the bullying. So instead of sending them off for maladjustment or, conduct disorders, just check it out early. Early intervention is best for education. It's best for behaviors. So make sure you get early intervention for behaviors of bullying. Bullying should not be tolerated, but do we really need to arrest these kids? Come on, people. Arresting? No. In more upbeat news, I'm happy to announce that Hartford is starting in the Capital Region Education Council a adult services or resource center. This will be at the Wilson Gray YMCA, and it's a place where administrators and parents can gather for meetings such as mediation sessions and discussions over a child's special education needs. I'm in a bunch of special education classes, and more often than not, my learning disabilities teacher, Dr. Nelson, has told us that it can be really intimidating for parents to come into school and see the principal, the assistant principal, the general education teacher, the special education teacher, the school psychologist, the school social worker, the speech pathologist, any of the specials teachers, any other support staff that may be there, including the school nurse. It's daunting, and a lot of times schools don't let parents know that you're entitled to bring anyone that you want into a PPT. So I love that Hartford has this new addition to their education system, and to have a household be balanced, and to give parents the opportunity to learn more about their students' well-being and be more informed to help that student and thrive. And also, it has wraparound services for the parents to get their GEDs, to get mental health referrals and programs. The article says Eric Crawford, Craig's managing director of student and family relations, stated parents want to be there. They don't know how to get there. So making it available to everyone is the most important thing that I can emphasize. But again, I'm so happy for Hartford. I'm a little late in getting this out there, but I still have one day before the deadline of October 9th, when students in Wethersfield will take a walk to school to promote health. I remember working in Vernon and working in Bristol, where we did a school-wide active moment, And I think that was throughout the state of Connecticut as well, whatever schools could interact with that activity. And the special ed students, the general ed students, all students in general, came out and participated in this. Maybe there could be some that weren't equipped to handle being in such a large society at that time, but for the most part, even the troubled kids found some solace in doing these activities. The International Walk to School Day, October 9th, where kids will walk, ride bikes, or whatever, and this encourages the kids and parents to change their lifestyles. It starts at 8 a.m., and there are community leaders. That part I'm, again, thrilled about, that Wethersfield is actually using their heads. I'm not saying they don't. I'm saying that I've seen a lot of people not using their heads. These kids need someone to walk with them to avoid things that we see in the paper from time to time, abductions and other nasty things that I don't want to think about. So, don't want to think about it. But this I do want to think about. Their walk on the mild side. We've seen it before, and I'm sure we'll see it again. Since Sandy Hook, a lot of school districts are looking to hire more and more resource officers. And because the state of Connecticut likes this idea, finally something that they like, they are granting funds to schools in order to do so. Farmington, there's one new school resource officer. The Department of Justice has $125 million for resource officers based on the COPS hiring program. And I know that we've talked about this before, so at your own leisure, you can look at the article of one of the allotments of the money for Farmington. Again, we have new reports of SAT numbers, this time improving in the town of Newington from the Newington High School scores of 2013. I'm not going to go into a great deal of information because we've discussed SATs in previous videos. So, check it out. I hate that I have to end this video on a somber note when we've been doing 3 great articles, but I've been doing my videos based on where the articles appear in the paper each day, and I don't want to change my organization. I'm a creature of habit, as you will. So, in Winchester, the schools might close because of financial problems. I feel for them, I really do. I've never been to Winchester to my knowledge. You've seen I have a MASH TV show t-shirt, and I loved Charles Emerson Winchester III. The accent was hilarious. He's not really like that. He sounds more southern than anything, in my opinion. David Ogden Stiers. But getting away from that and going back to the article, sorry, I like to joke. It's untold and unpaid creditors that find no fund balancing, no bond rating, no financial needed for borrowing, and too little cash. I'm not sure what the chairman of the State Board of Education, Alan Taylor, did in his time in office or is doing, but the education commissioner, Stephen Pryor, I've talked about him in the past, says that he wants to be mindful of the point that was made about education cost sharing money way too early, and they need to take out a bank loan, but they don't want to do this. They want to solve this on their own. I hope that Winchester can solve this, or somewhere people can see their plight and give money. I love education, as you can see. Please help them out. If you're a big business, a small business, if you're able to, whatever you can do. And if you have a financial brain, maybe you can offer suggestions after sitting down with the important people and creating a bond, because I know it's hard to talk money. My dad always taught me there are 3 things that you never talk about in polite conversation: religion, politics, and money. That's all I have for you today, so please subscribe, and thanks for watching.